I don't know where to start, but I see we started recording, so I guess we have started.
Have we started recording?
Yes.
Excellent. Sorry, I'm looking at another screen. There we go. I put something in the notes. Good times.
I can see that. So, with the notes freshest in mind, would you like to open the ball? Get
Open the ball. Is that
Would I
how
like
you
to?
do it?
get to
The
show.
secret to YouTube success is not viral videos. It is opening the ball. Yeah.
Isn't it a ball? Like the thing that you have in a ballroom with evening gowns and
Might have a disco ball there.
Mirror ball.
ballroom blitz?
Fire at the disco.
Panic at the Disco.
Murder on the dance floor?
What's wrong with us today?
Is this a podcast or just a game of word association?
What's really the difference?
Very little.
Very many podcasts are just some kind of large language model in people form.
Oh, well, let's not have another AI rant. Not today.
I thought this was a podcast rant, but okay.
I've already had one of those today.
yeah. Let's skip the computers for now.
Yeah.
Have you made anything, Phil?
Absolutely nothing.
I mean, that's kind of impressive for a week of doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Well, I've been back at work and very busy with all the work things. And then at the weekend, I was going to do stuff, but then I got busy with normal, boring household things. And then Sunday, I was going to do some stuff. And then because I wanted to do some filming, I couldn't do any filming because my neighbor was out there working on his ancient clamped out car, which he just won't give up on. Long story short, he spent multiple thousands of pounds on this thing in the last 5 years. It's an old Capri, Ford Capri from the early 80s. He's had it probably since the early 80s. And I think it's one of those sort of rolling restoration projects where he's sunk so much money into it now he can't stop. And he was driving it every day. It was his regular car. And then he took it off the road for a bit and he had a full engine rebuild, £5,000. And then that was fine. And then he decided to have all the tin worm, all the rust sorted. So it's a bit like, Ship of Theseus now. The top half of the car is original, but the entire, from the windows down, it's all new.
That sounds like fun for an exotic and cool car like that.
Yes. Only problem is, since he's had it back, since he spent £5,000 on the engine rebuild and £10,000 on having the whole arse end of this thing cut off and then a whole new tub welded on and all the ancillaries put back in and all the mounting points and having a galvanized chassis and all this sort of stuff, it won't start.
That is a problem with the car.
That is a problem, yeah. And for the past 3, 4, 5 weeks, every Sunday without fail, he's been out there and it'll start and it'll run and then it'll conk out. And it'll start and it'll run and it'll run really, really roughly and it'll conk out. And then he'll drop some spanners and do some swearing and then it'll start and it'll run like a bag of spammers being rattled around, and it'll pop and backfire, and then it'll cut out. And he's one of these people that if you're in the vicinity, he loves to come and talk to you and tell you all about the car.
Yeah, it's just a conversation piece at this point.
Yeah.
I'm no car guy, but just from your description, I know what's wrong with the car and what he needs. And what he needs is a Toyota.
Yes. Yes. So you can't do any filming when he's around because either in fact in some videos you can hear an engine being revved in the background because it's just unavoidable because his garage is directly opposite mine. And in the last video I put out, the crate video, in one clip you can hear him going, "Oh," when it stops working again.
You
Just
could
like, give it up.
you could record it, just the audio, because then you can feed that into the noise cancelling profile in Audacity and just tell it this is the noise I want removed, and it will remove it. It's rather cunning, actually. It works pretty well.
Please filter out my neighbor and his ridiculous motor vehicle.
Yeah.
If only that worked in real life.
But yeah.
So you
So
mean that you're kept out of your workshop? Is that what you're saying?
I was kept out of my workshop and it was very warm, and it's only getting warmer. We're having our 5th heat wave of the summer.
You're addicted by now.
Yeah, we just love them. It's going to be 38 degrees tomorrow and Thursday.
That's too many degrees.
There's too many degrees, and we've said that too many times this year.
Yes, we have.
Yes.
I saw a scientist in the news today that we should be glad, or we should enjoy these heat waves, because these are the least extreme heat waves of what to come. Because it's just going to get worse until we stop burning fossil fuel. And it's not like, no, it's not reducing or cutting back, stopping. This is now accelerating at the point where, yeah, we need to stop or it will get worse. And we know people, it won't stop. So, yeah,
No, of course it won't stop.
invest in shorts and
there's far
flip-flops.
too much money to be made in burning. I did see this interesting thing. I have to remember what it is. But it's like, what is the end game? It's just a few billionaires sat in bunkers whilst the world above them entirely burns, watching numbers on a screen just total up as they get richer and richer and richer. But you can't spend any of this money. This money needs nothing at this point. So that's a fun way to start episode 152 of the Make Crude Mistakes podcast. Featuring Behind the Schedule, CBE, and Phil Makes Things Occasionally. Welcome. We're all going to die.
Yeah. But your video is doing fine.
My video is doing quite well, yes. The data centers which are causing global collapse serving this video has reached 9,000 people so far. And
that's a lot of people.
In the last week that it's been running, week 10 days, I have gained 528 new subscribers off the back of that video.
That's all about the amount of subscribers I have in total.
You just need to make some draws. And
apparently I have to stop this not being in love with Eurocrates.
Feel the Eurocrate love.
Yeah, embrace it totally.
Yeah, people love Eurocrates. Even Americans who don't understand what Europe is or metric keep asking me where I get them. So I just point them to various suppliers. So like, here you go. They're a bit like milk crates, but they're a standard size.
It haven't stopped them before, but yes, you better get on the drawer train this year, because I think it's now 1st of January, YouTube is raising the bar for the YouTube partner program yet again by a significant chunk. I think that they're doubling the watch time you now need to
Mm.
uh, to get monetized. So people are panicking, and they also say that the views all over is going down. So Phil is one of those who are, despite that, increasing, which is good. They mentioned some of the largest YouTubers also having a decline in numbers. If that is bots being kicked out or that there is too much junk out there for people to watch, not sure.
Is that not just an economy of scale? The more people who are creating, there's only so many hours in a day,
Yeah,
and so the amount of people watching is more or less about the same as it was last year, I imagine.
Yeah,
but
people. Yeah, I mean, it's a slight increase of people on the globe, but yeah, it doesn't. The amount of viewers doesn't go up in the same as the amount of creators. So I guess that's a good thing that more people are creating.
Yes, but well, you can have a whole debate about the point of creating. Are you creating for yourself? Are you creating, or are you just creating for the sake of trying to get views?
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
You know, like I said 2 weeks ago, or whenever it was, about this set of drawers. I'm very happy with the set of drawers. I really like my set of drawers, and if other people watch the video, fantastic.
yeah, and you will reach a point where you have more drawers than things to put in said drawers, and then you are at an end pass. And then what you do?
I always run out of ideas. Oh, he's making a drawers just for drawers. He's saying making drawers for drawers.
Uh,
Drawer.
Yeah. Old hat over the hill, run out of ideas. It'll come to us eventually.
the big troll in the forest will catch up with us all. Yeah,
Is that a Norwegian saying?
might be, might be. At least it feels like it should be.
Well, that feels like a nice segue for me to stop talking about my drawers and tune into the Norwegian contingent. What's
Oh
happening
yeah.
over there?
Do you have any
Uh,
drawers?
Are your fjords icy?
with referencing if when hell freezes over. Well, ah, I kind of wish for the fjords to freeze over, which means it would be winter. I can't wait for September. Um,
Same.
I haven't made anything, and that's also the problem. I We went to Denmark this weekend for a wedding, so obviously couldn't make anything. This weekend we are painting and cleaning and preparing for another wedding that's going to be next weekend. So it's the entirety of August is just weddings. And at some point earlier this year, the young, naive, less gray-haired Howard accepted to make something for one of the weddings, and here I am making said thing. Um, I procrastinated. I started making the thing, panicked, um, continued making it today, screwed it up at the point where I just need to buy something because this is not turning out anywhere near the something I could give away. So I bought the thing, and then it turns out that the thing that I'm making, which is in the process of getting painted, is now turning out better than I thought. So having the backup makes it safer. It's like the backup net under the trapeze artist, isn't it? I mean, without it, you would just shake and fall off and die. But with a safety net, you can take a chance, and it will usually go the right way. Um, Hopefully. I still need to paint some more, but I've realized two things. I can't make commissions for people because I hate deadlines, and I really don't like to make things that is not my idea. So this is the last thing I'm going to make anything on commission for everyone. And yeah, that's it. It wasn't two things. It's that one thing. Yeah, that was it. I haven't had time to rant even. I'm speechless. It's yeah.
Work and weddings have taken all your energy away.
Yes.
He's got nothing left. There's nothing left in the tank.
No, there's no. Over to you, KJ. Update from the Swedish forest.
Yes, well, I was back at work last week, and now I'm back at vacation this week. Or vacation. I'm the trad wife of the family this week, taking care of the kids while my wife is working, and school hasn't started yet. So it's not really vacation. Uh, Trying to make the kids not kill each other, and then now everyone else is back at work as well. So I actually have to attend some meetings and that sort of thing, and work starting up. But so far, it's been fine. Uh, I noticed that the lawnmower was making rather stripy, uh, a stripy lawn, and not stripy in the way that you want, like a football field that you want it to look neat, but uneven. And then I actually took it in and put it on a flat surface and measured it, and yeah, it was like 2 centimeters difference on the sides because the one of the front wheels, because you can adjust the height, that's been wonky. I've tried to bend it into shape, but that hasn't really worked. So, like 2 years ago, I think one of the back wheels fell off. Or 3 weeks, 3 years ago it was. So I just put a threaded rod there instead and uh, fixated it. So now we've done the same thing for the front wheels as well. So now it's yeah, you can't adjust it at all, but at least it's flat now. So hopefully I can cram a couple of years more out of it.
Well, at least now you've got a very standard height cut.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't remember ever setting the height more than once on any lawnmower I owned.
Only by accidentally just touching that lever and poof, diving down and making a hole in the in the lawn at some point. So yeah, I have not been a fan of. You find one setting and go for that, and try to zip tie it in place so it doesn't move.
Yeah. You often find these things, don't you? The catalog tells you about all these wonderful, all these amazing settings that you can do, but basically it's like your washing machine, you know. Everything just goes through on that cycle. What are
Yeah.
all these other cycles that I don't know?
I think we have 12 settings on our washing machine, and I use 3 of them. Yeah. So
Oh.
yeah, I see your point.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like the number of blades on the shaver. I mean, the first two blades does all the shaving. The rest is just PR. And I
Or
guess
some
it's
kind of
easy.
sealing.
You don't even need to add the functionality. You could just add more hieroglyphs to the front face of the washing machine or the appliance, and people would be happy. That's what they're paying for.
Yeah. It's like our fridge has got 10 different temperature settings. Surely it just needs to be cold.
I
Yep.
would like my fridge to be one temperature, please.
Yeah, a consistent temperature throughout the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, a really smart one would measure the outside temperature and adjust accordingly. But you probably have to pay extra for that and have it connected to the internet and pay a subscription or something
Well, no,
ridiculous.
that's not relevant.
Oh, thank you.
I want the temperature to be the point of freezing, and then 1 degree hotter. And of course, I've figured this out now that we got a new fridge for drinks, and I had to read the manual because there is a scale on the thermostat, 1 to 6. So is the smallest number the coldest, or is the largest number the most power put into the compressor, making it cold? And it turns out the larger the number, the colder it is. So of course, this being a fridge, not a freezer, I put it on max, and I filled it up with beverages, and half of it froze because it was too close to the freezing element. Because this is a small fridge. So then I
Yeah.
had to reach in and all right, let's kick it back a notch. Wait a few days, and yeah, there's still a few solid cans in the back there. So you knock it down. So now it's on setting 4, and that seems to be perfect. And that's the setting it's going to be until the day it kicks the bucket. 10 years, 20 years, probably 5 years and a month, because that's when the warranty goes out. But it was cheap, so
Yeah, I think that's the thing with cheap fridges is that the freezing element is really close to the back end because when our fridge gave out, it more or less built a glacier in the back that you had to ship out like every 3 months or so. So when we bought a new one, we forked in some more money and got one with a steel back that actually distributes the cold evenly throughout it. And so far, it's worked great at least. So
you could put in a fan to agitate the air.
that could work as well.
I
Yeah.
think one of these industrial
Mhm.
freezer actually have like, yes, some system of moving the air around to get stuff to freeze faster. So forced invection, I think
Well,
it's called. Yeah.
sort of same principle as a fan oven, but just the
Yeah.
cold end.
Yes.
You could build some kind of cage around the freezing element so no drinks are tucked up against it, and then put in some fans and
Yeah.
or you just find a setting that works.
It's all
Or you
getting
could
very
put in a
complicated.
small heating element. To...
And have it battle out.
yes. Fight. I don't remember who said it, but like, yeah, they put a dehumidifier and a humidifier into a room and just turn both to max and see who lasts the longest.
Well, if you connect the two tanks together with a hose, I guess we got as long as the power is running, the water will go from one to the other.
Yeah.
Someone's got lots of very cheap rates of electricity they don't mind wasting often.
Yeah, but otherwise than that, I've been more or less procrastinating my next project by cleaning the workshop and doing small projects and that sort of thing. But I've actually started the lamppost project by making a scaled model of it. Uh, Try to find some angles, that sort of thing, and making angle guides to know how to actually cut the lampposts. But so far, I have procrastinating doing that. You do stuff. Oh uh, no, it's 7 in the evening. I can't just be standing outside angle grinding. The neighbors will not like me and that sort of thing. Uh, Things that you uh, tell yourself to stop you from doing stuff. So I started another project as well, some kind of chip collection from the planer or thickness, I might say. Um, I don't know. It's going to be a video, maybe. I mean, the thing is, my next video is going to be my 100th.
Ooh.
And for some reason, that has gotten into my mind that it needs to be something special, something good. That's really stupid because my videos are seldom that good. I feel in hindsight, so I really shouldn't think about it. But it's hard not to.
I thought that for 100th video, and then 100 videos came and went, and they just sailed by without any kind of recognition.
Yeah, I mean, no one knows that it's my 100th except me. So
No, I think I will. I will try and remember to do something for the 10 years, but what that will be, I'm not sure.
What you could use, you could just make video 101 to take it off. And then right at the very end, you just, haha, I upload it now. It's number 100.
Oh, I think I'm way past that now. Though I think I think previously I said I'd look back at all my old projects and where they are now. Maybe,
Yeah, I thought about that, but then I
maybe.
realized what a massive video that would be and how boring that probably will be for most people,
Yeah,
including me.
Yeah.
Even picking my favorites or my least favorites, or yeah, it's a lot of work.
It's like the last week before New Year's. It's like everything is a summary of last year, but I just lived through it. God damn it! Show me something new. I've already seen this. I don't want a cavalcade of everything that's happened the last year. I just want to be done with it.
mm. Yeah.
That,
Mine
that
might be just yes, I've still got it. Yes, I've still got it. No, I threw it away. Yes, I've still got it. No, it never worked. I lied. Yes, I've still got it. No, I threw it away.
There's gonna be a lot of that, yes.
Yeah.
It
that
would be better to have someone else do it off your channel instead.
I don't know what it was, but I needed to check something in an early video, and then there is something about making YouTube videos. It's very obvious that you have maybe not gotten better, but you have progressed at least in some
Yeah,
direction.
least bad, less
Yes,
bad.
because I've looked at some old footage and oh, maybe I could. No, this is useless. I can't use this in a new video because it's crap. Um, so there is progress, and it's kind of nice to see that. Okay, I've actually gotten a bit better. And now the problem is the I think it's the three last videos. I've done it before occasionally, but I like also including the writing thing. So starting up with a semi philosophical rant with a humorous twist. That's always nice, but it dictates how you start the videos.
Yeah,
But for the crates builds, it has worked perfectly. And now I have actually three projects lined up with basically the same theme, and they can fit into this. But then the question is, then I would have had like 5 or 6 videos in a row where I start off with some sort of a rant. And is this the new way? Is this the status quo from now on? I'm not sure. Um, but it's not a three-parter either, but it's an overall theme of rediscovering music. So I'm building a CD player at some time this year, maybe next year. Who knows? It's still in a box in the UK, but all the other parts
Yeah.
are on their way from China already. So
It's a
I'm waiting
race
for
now.
that. Yes. So of course I want a CD player. And I got a rant about that format and everything. And today you can stream everything, but that's just garbage, and how everybody's going back to the 90s. So that's in the box planning wise. But then I also wanted a record player. And I just happens to stumble over someone who custom make them. And you can't have them made with like the base plate being plywood. And oh my god, it's someone has read my mind and built a record player. And at that point, I'm not an aficionado when it comes to record players, so I could get a cheap one. And then I started looking into it. I can buy a cheap one, a used one, and I have the CNC, so I can easily route out everything just to make a plywood record player as well. So brilliant! Now I have two projects. I have a CD player and a record player, plywood, same aesthetics. But then the problem is, of course, I need an amplifier or slash active speakers because I've sold off most of my equipment. Because as any 90s kid growing up and then realize I can now have all the music in the world on my handheld device, I swallowed the Kool Aid. I didn't need my stereo amplifier anymore. It was just collecting dust, so I sold it off, used some money, bought some tools, sold the speakers. Didn't need those. I'm domesticated now. I use headphones to not annoy the wife, and so on. So I sold those, and I realized I sold off all the hardware. So now I need to buy it back at a premium, although it's used. I'm buying back my own equipment at double the price almost. But then again, somewhere along the line, I also became a hobby slash full time maker. So I struggle just buying things when I can make them for three times the price and half the quality. But at least I have three, maybe four projects planned that kind of interweaves into rediscovering music and physical media. And that's a problem. That's what I want to do. I'm just sitting on the starting line, just scratching. I like, let's go, let's go, let's go. I just need the parts, and then I have to go in and make wedding gifts.
I'm so ready to go with this, but unfortunately, I've got all these other things. Yeah, I want to make a. I've still got that Kuma radio. It's not even a radio, boombox thing, and I keep looking at it, and it's by the front door, and I think, yeah, I've got to do something with this, because if I don't do something with it, it's going to have to get thrown away because it's just in the way. And I'm so desperate to do something with it, but my limit of my knowledge of electronics is so unbelievably limited. It's not even funny. You know, it's like, yes, 12 volts goes in the back, and then witchcraft occurs and music comes out. How it happens, no idea. Now, if it's components, sure, I can plug components in, but when it gets to the components inside the components with soldering and stuff, nah, no idea, not a clue. So it might work out, or I might just turn it on and it catches fire. I don't know.
Sounds like you need to do a collaboration.
Well, indeed, I have got two of those CD players, one of which is still in a locker. Yeah, 3 to 4 days, they say. Well, if the first 2 days of them not picking it up from the locker, Royal
ju-
Mail, you're
for the
disappointing.
for the hell of it, I checked the tracking code, and yep, it's still being. They have noticed it's there, and that's
Yeah.
the extent of their actions so far.
What's more annoying is that the same morning I put 2 packages in that locker, and one of them has been picked up and it is at a different distribution center somewhere up north.
So they pick up parts of the packages?
Probably because they come along and they look at it and go, oh, that locker's like really high up, and I'll have to stretch to get it or something.
Or did they need the other locker for something else?
Probably. It's so annoying.
I mean,
It could be that they have actually picked it up, but they just haven't scanned it, and they will scan it when they get to the distribution center. I don't know.
hopefully. Now, the problem in Norway is that there is a lot of these cabinets around, and it's very nice because you don't have to go to a post office or shop in opening hours. You get a notification, your thing is in this box, you can go and pick it up whenever you want. Brilliant. But alongside of this, people are now buying a lot of shit, and a lot of that shit they realize after they've ordered it, I don't want it anyway, so I'll just let it go back. So they don't bother picking it up. So now the postal services are struggling with these cabinets filling up with shit that people are not collecting. So now they have started like a price system, like PostNord sends me a message or a notification your package has now arrived. If you pick it up today, you are entering for winning £1,000. No, of course, this is bullshit because it's not like they are supervisioned by the raffle authorities or whatever it's called. So it's just bullshit. But it makes people like, all right, I'm picking it up because there's a chance I might get money. It should be the other way around as well. As the couriers, if they pick up the same day as a package has been put into the cabinet, they will be entered into a competition of getting an extra vacation day or something like that, or money if that's your thing. They need incentives. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I don't get it. I mean, because we've got the Amazon lockers as well. You know, as much as I loathe Amazon, sometimes you got to. I mean, you haven't got to, but sometimes you're weak.
Sometimes the flesh is weak, yes,
Exactly. And the price is so cheap.
and you can't
But
get it from somewhere else.
yeah. And they have a policy where if you don't pick it up in 3 days, it'll just be returned and you'll get a refund.
Yeah.
I hear the Instabox. It was just the one I prefer. When a package arrives, they say that you have to pick it up in 2 days. If you want to prolong the time, it will cost you this amount. That's rather
Ah,
nice.
it's a cost incentive.
Yeah.
That's also a trick. But the more interesting way is that at our local co-op, they have three of these cabinet, different companies. And by these cabinet, they also have their container for trash, but it's the kind of container where half of it's a compactor. So they throw shit in, and then they press a button, and there is like the back of a trash lorry. So it like squishes all the things, and then you can get more in. What if you could combine those? So if you don't pick up your package within 3 days, it will go into the compactor part, and it will just come out as a square cube. That would also be
It could also
incentive.
be, yeah, it could be automated, couldn't it? You know, these
Yeah,
lockers
yeah.
have got a front and a back. Yeah, it gets loaded in the front and you pick it up from the front. But if after 3 days you haven't picked it up, the door at the back opens and it just goes down the chute into the compactor.
I mean, you could just open the doors after 2 days.
I was gonna
Anyone
say
can
because
take it.
I've seen all these
That's easier.
Free for anyone who
the
wants it.
porch thieves. Yeah, after 3 days, it just pops the door open, and anyone are free to serve themselves.
Yeah.
If only we had known where society was going. I mean, buying into one of those factories that makes those boxes, that must have been a hell of a deal because they are, as you say, everywhere.
Well, we've got a similar thing for laptops at work. It's just a locker. It's an electronic locker, and it's forever going wrong. And the call out charges are hilariously exorbitant. And these things are so expensive. What should be something quite simple. You come along, you scan your lanyard. Would you like to borrow a laptop? Yes. Click a button. A locker door opens. You take out a laptop, and when you're done, you scan your card. You put it back in. You put it back on charge. But these things are forever going wrong. And when some clever person decides to damage or snap off or trap the charging lead in the door and break it, that's not just a USB cable on the other end. No, it's hardwired in.
Of course it is.
Of course it is. Yeah, it's hardwired into some proprietary board which is not user accessible. So you've got to call an engineer out at £500 just to call the engineer. Hell in a handcart. That's where we're going.
But speaking of ordering stuff, I think it was in Japan, because it always is. Someone made a service where you can order food to be delivered home, and you can see it on a map, but there's no food, there's no delivery. So when it delivers, you guys hear ping, you just saved £5 not buying this. And you see what kind of there was no the greenhouse emissions that wasn't generated by not creating this thing and not delivering it. So you can see all the good things by not buying it. And I think they're working on some site like an Amazon for that as well. So you can get the thrill of buying a stuff and clicking buy, but not actually getting it.
Yeah, I'm all for that. I'm. It was a few weeks ago now when I was sent that thing to the group chat about 70s maxing. That's how you need to. That's how we need to be living now. You know, listening to real music. And if you want to order takeaway, then you order takeaway. But you just go and get it.
Yeah.
The amount of posts you see on various social medias about people moaning that, oh, I ordered this and I live 70 miles away from where I ordered from it and it took ages to get here, and when it got here it was cold. It's not good enough. Just cook it at home.
Yeah. I feel proud. I mean, I don't know what I say, but I'm really glad that I have never used any Fedora or that kind of thing ordering food, because it seems
We did it once, and it came from a chip shop which is 2 miles away, and it took 45 minutes to reach us, and it was cold and there was bits missing. We ordered fish and chips and there was no chips.
That's half of the meal.
It's half of the meal and no chips arrived. And so what I did is I ended up getting in the car and driving to the chip shop and saying, there's no chips in this order, or you didn't order any. I King well did, because it's fish and chips. Why would I just order fish? And it was cold, and so this whole escapade took an hour and a half, which would normally have taken 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And so never again. Never doing it again. Never doing it again.
Yeah, and knowing that you're giving money to another horror emporium from some tech bro.
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah, and
Everyone, if you're listening, if you're thinking about ordering in, don't. Go and get it.
Take a walk. You probably need it.
Yeah, or even better, just buy real food and cook it.
Yeah.
It's a revolutionary idea.
Make it yourself. I saw this. Someone, it's probably a food blogger or something, but people are chugging away. Of course, you inherit this and that, and the generation before us, they usually had like a box with recipes or books where they've made notes in and so on, and she just goes to yard sales and whatnot and pick up these boxes, and she made a rant about taunting people. You threw this away, so I'm making your nana's meal now. Like this is your family recipe, but you did not know, but this is my family recipe now. And the funny thing is that people of our generation and younger less and less know how to cook. They couldn't. Some people now can't boil potatoes if it were to save their lives. So of course, people, they don't have the option. If they knew there is a shop that sells stuff that you could just bring in a cart and take it home and then combine it into all the meals of the world, they wouldn't know where to start. That's a sad bit, though.
Yeah.
You start somewhere. That's where you start. You start somewhere.
Yeah.
You go and buy like a student cookery book and start learning the most basic bollocks there is going. How to make beans on toast. Because I'm sure there are people out there who have never made beans on toast for themselves.
Yeah, I've never done it because that's not a thing we do here. But I know you do.
Should.
No, it sounds
wonderful.
gross, but sure.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
It's
the
one
best thing going.
It's one of the things where I can be cocky with rights. I think. I mean, I could make beans on toast. I'm pretty sure I could, but it sounds horrible, so I'm not doing it.
the thing is, I don't know how it's supposed to taste, so I wouldn't know if I've succeeded or not.
It's supposed to taste like
It's
baked
horrible.
beans
Should
on
it be like
toast.
this?
Yeah. And the problem is, this being UK, it's probably not beans involved at all. It's just what it's called, but it's probably some.
Probably
It's
sausages.
yeah, it's probably sausages on a loaf of haggis or something like that. There's no beans here. It's just the most
No, beans on
offensive
toast
food.
does the constituent parts of baked beans is beans, haricot beans, I think they are,
Yeah.
in a sort of rich, slightly spicy tomato sauce. Yep, but you don't buy Heinz because they put so much damn sugar in it. It's like a fucking dessert.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something I would expect it to be a goddamn dessert when it's a British thing.
No, well, Heinz is an American company, and they just put far too much sugar in everything. But no, the cheapest, not maybe not the cheapest, but supermarket own brand beans, they are definitely the best. I'm sure this will open a massive debate about what is the best baked bean. But personally, I'm going to go with Sainsbury's own brand baked beans are the best baked beans, and they're like 40p a can, and you get a thick slice of white bread and you toast it, put a little bit of butter on it, and then you enter the whole world of custom and modifying the baked beans recipe. So you have your baked beans in your saucepan and you're warming them through. You can put a little bit of extra tomato puree in there, a bit of Worcester sauce or Hendo sauce if you're from Yorkshire.
So now it's starting to sound more like a meal.
Oh yeah, it's amazing stuff.
So yeah,
And
considering how diverse we are in the podcast WhatsApp group, please, all the UKers, tell us if Phil is right or if he's wrong, how he's wrong, so you can educate us, Scandinavians and some Americans and whatever's we have in there. That's not.
well, you eat pickled herrings.
Well, I don't, but yeah. I mean, the
Well,
the
neither
Aussie
do I.
contingent as well, please, because I know that beans on toast is a thing down under as well.
It is. It's one of our finest exports
Yeah. So is that the same,
to our
or
prison colony.
or is it just upside down, toast on beans?
Toast on beans, yeah.
It's it's weird that in Norway we have mackerel and tomato sauce. That is something you could eat it out of the can. You can spread it on bread. You can use it in dishes, and it tastes like a raccoon's anus. But the problem is, it smells so good. When someone is popping that, you're like, oh, this smells delicious, and I have one taste, and it's like instantly vomit. And I've tried it. I mean, the older I get, at some point I'm gonna like this, right? So I'm trying it and failing, trying it and failing, and it's the same with the tuna fish cans. I love them. There are so many kinds and flavors, and I like the aesthetics of the boxes, and I would very much be a tuna guy. But again, tuna is just it. Yeah, it's like buying vomit in a box. So it's not for me, and it feels wrong buying food just to throw it out because I like the box.
You can always give it
Yeah.
to the cat.
True that. Although she wouldn't eat it either. But if I had a proper cat, then it would have been. Yeah.
See, I'm not really. I don't eat fish, but I will accept, white fish because cod from the chip shop. Is it cod? Probably
Is it
not.
fish? I mean, the white
it
fish.
fish?
It's not.
It's
Really,
a codfish family, usually. But
Codfish family,
yeah.
but it's been deep fried the shit out of.
It's,
So you go for the batter really, and tuna, but only tin tuna. I've tried real fresh tuna. I don't like it. I only like tin tuna. I'm such a cretin.
yeah. I don't eat fish either or any seafood really. But I force myself to eat some of the white fish, just to keep up appearances, to make the kids eat it.
My parents, when we went on holiday to France, they would love, if you went to some coastal place, they'd love to order a platter of freedom air. fruits of the sea, a
Oh,
seafood platter. And sometimes the stuff, like when the whelks start walking off the plate,
yeah.
and the old man would just pick it up and just get the needle in there and pick it out and just eat it. Oh, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's looks so gross.
We've had chicken for years, and this is what you choose. Yeah.
Mm. Mind you, my old man is of a generation where he loved to tuck into a bowl of tripe. So
Yeah.
Tripe? What's that?
tripe. This is definite half pint fodder. But what exactly is tripe? Tripe is effectively boiled intestines.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Innards foods, I think we call it here. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
It is.
It's not
There
nice.
is an aspect of this food thing that we haven't taken into consideration. But I had a chat with my mom a couple of weeks ago, and she told me that she never liked this special fish. Don't remember which kind it was. And then she asked my grandfather, her father, like, why are you eating this? Why do you? How do you enjoy this? And he answered that war and starvation makes you appreciate food. So, of course, he lived through the war and the scarcity of food. So, whatever they got their hands on, it was a godsend. And that makes that over the years, it probably formed your palate.
Yeah.
But yes, we haven't had famine or war here in at least a couple of generations, which also shows in the culinary palette of the country, I think.
No. Can you imagine now if they bought in rationing? Just the outrage that would be. What do you mean I
What?
can't get my KFC?
Yeah.
No,
I don't have 20 things to choose from in the grocery store, just two things to choose from.
no. You can have as many vegetables as you like, and you can have 3 grams of meat,
Yeah.
a crumb of cheese, and that's got to feed your family for a week.
And a stick of butter for Christmas. That's, yeah.
Yeah, if you're really lucky, an orange.
But but then, of course, then beans on toast probably would have been a fine dining. And then you could then I would look into the, yeah, trying to mix things up. And of course, you get beans in Norway without the tomato sauce. And of course, I'm already experimenting with tomato sauce because my kids, they like that one kind with the green cap on it. But of course, me and the wife, we buy the one that hasn't added sugar and it's organically grown, which has the white cap. But if we bring that home, the kids won't eat it. But they can't taste the difference. So I'm just swapping the caps and they're happy. So, um, maybe I could incorporate beans into that experiment as well.
I do like beans and I do like toast, so I probably should.
So 20,
like it.
30 years from now, when they're going through the family archive and they listen back to this and they realise that you were swapping the caps all this time. My God, I've been lied to my entire life.
Yeah, this explains all the hours in therapy. I knew it.
Well, I would offer to send you some tins of beans, but I've already sent one. Well, technically, I haven't actually sent it yet. I've dropped it off, and as we know, it hasn't actually been collected. But
Yeah, and I mean,
I've already
it
sent
is
one
tin-
international package this week, which was more than a kilogram, and so I'm sort of financially ruined for the rest of the month now.
Yeah, and given it's just canned beans, so they have an expiration date, which is probably before Post Nord could deliver it. So yeah, it would have spoiled.
Well, I tell you what, I did a quick experiment to see how much it would cost to send it to you and also to you. Now, you not being in the European Union, piece of piss, but to send it to you, I had to fill in all these customs forms and valuations and product type.
Yeah.
Nonsense.
Life was easier when you were in the EU.
Wasn't it just?
Yeah. And the
Hmm.
problem is the EU are now properly screwing over small makers as well, because they are, I don't remember what it's called, but it's something the Packaging Act or something like that. So if you are a
I
company,
saw something about this, but I sort of didn't have time to read it. But yeah,
yeah, and I haven't read it either. I just read the headlines and haven't quality
just
checked.
going to be out. We're going
Yes,
to be outraged by something we haven't read.
exactly, and it might be totally different. But
How very modern.
um, if I understood this correctly, that's the way of me of saving my own ass. And then if you are selling things that you are shipping internationally to different countries, then you have to pay a small fee to the countries that you are shipping to, and also then say that you are doing this eco-friendly and whatnot. And for each country, it might be everything up to £100 or something like that. So for one country, it doesn't seem much, but if you're a small maker making something on Etsy, for instance, and you would like to sell to all the countries in Europe, you might have to pay around £100 times 27 countries. And that's a lot if you're just selling laser cut earrings of in plywood or something. So the business model for small makers is just that rug is pulled under their feet overnight if this becomes a thing. So I've seen a lot of makers now making posts about that and like write to your local legislative and like try to overturn this because this is killing us.
Yeah. I mean, this is one of those things that I agree with the basic thought behind it. Yes, the sending stuff everywhere accumulates waste that someone needs to take responsibility for. That's that's all well and good, but it seems like they have gone, the way they're enforcing it is totally, and I have not read up on this either, so I probably have no really clue about what it is, but it feels like they're doing it in a really bad way that won't really work in
Yeah, I
the
mean
long term.
the small makers are not the problem here, but it's going to affect them the most. But I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that Amazon are not going bankrupt overnight because of these fees. So yeah,
No.
it's
Yeah, I
probably
mean,
not
and
hitting where it should.
I mean, the likes of Etsy. I mean, that's sort of 90% just drop shipping crap these days.
yeah.
Anyway,
That too.
um, but yeah, I mean, it's almost as if they don't want small businesses to succeed.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
almost as if we want nice big corporations in charge of all the sales.
But then again, we all would probably be better off not shipping stuff all over the world the entire time. Going
Well,
back
yeah,
to our previous discussion about packaged lockers and that sort of thing,
yeah,
maybe spend 5 minutes looking around if you can buy it in your own country
yeah,
before
locally
buying it
made.
from overseas.
You don't want to sound like one of those, suits that come down from the farmer's market. Oh, it's locally sourced and it's locally manufactured and blah blah. Well, actually, maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Potentially, just an
Potentially,
idea,
yeah.
just a thought. Rather than buying some plastic piece of crap that's been shipped from the other side of the world, you buy it from someone who made it down the road.
Yeah. And full disclaimer for the podcast, this is just a theoretical exercise, of course, and just for entertainment. This is not rooted in reality in any way, form, or matter. So
Don't go and buy a set of drawers from Amazon.
No, you travel to Austria and buy the boxes there and take them home in your
In a
luggage.
suitcase. Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, or you find the components in the you find someone who's found the components in a skip, and you ask them nicely to combine them into a set of sort of drawers.
Yeah.
No, you can't have two the same. I don't care if you want a matching pair for your nightstand.
Matching pairs, that's so out of you have to pay extra for that.
Exactly, you get what you're given.
Would it be possible to pull that off as a business model. I'm a maker, and as we talked about the wedding things, I'm not doing commissions, or I don't have the attention span to make a company and build just one thing very well. So could I still set up shop? Is like, yeah, someone pay me, and for that amount of money, I will build something. But it's going to be my idea on my timeline, and then you will receive said thing. So it's like a mystery box. That's a thing, isn't it? Where people like, yeah, you pay a
Yeah, that's the thing.
subscription and then you get a box once a month, but you don't know what's in there. But yes, you fill out some questions, so they do some profiling, so they curate the cheap crap that they buy from China and box and send to you as a surprise box. I'm just a local maker variety of that. You pay me money, and I'll go into the skip and see what tickles my fancy this week, and I'll make you something.
This is what I found this week.
I mean, this one, it the hard thing with this is if you're not cool enough, no one will buy it. But when you pass that threshold of being cool enough, then a lot of people want to buy it.
Yeah,
So that makes it. I mean, then you could. I mean, say for instance, Colin First did a. I will make something every month and just have it a mystery box, a secret Santa every month, and auction it off for charity or something like that. That will pull in a lot of money
yeah.
because he has the audience for it. But you doing the same thing might not give the same result.
But
You're
you
going to
you
end
would
up with a
you
lot of
would get.
stock, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing now. People should understand that it's where you get the most bang for your buck. Because I see Ali Spagnola now is she's creating a more proper workshop, and she's consolidating some spaces, so she's selling a lot of her hoarded projects over 10 years of making. So if you go on her webpage now, she's selling everything off: art, supplies, and of course signing it because it's a part of some project, so it's well documented, so it's everything is art. And I mean, you could get a big pen for 50 quid or something signed, but the more interesting artwork of hers are too expensive for me to spend those kind of money. So
Yeah.
I would be. You should get in early. That's what I'm saying. Before I blow up and becomes too expensive for everyone.
Oh, is this a pump and dump maker?
Is this technically insider trading?
Yes.
Yes, I think it is.
But
Yeah.
buy this two strokes thing now, because in a couple of years you might not afford it.
Yeah. When it's going to come, when everybody wants one, it's going to be very exclusively priced. But now you can have it for the low price of I just want to get it out of my bloody garage.
I mean, and that's not even a lie because when everyone wants it, yes, that might never happen. But when everyone wants it, then it will be expensive. That is true.
Mm.
Yeah. And can
The
you take
wording is
that
very
risk?
important here.
And that's the thing, though. I think a lot of the things that I make, although they will increase in popularity, it won't be mainstream enough for it to be scraped by the big companies. I saw this guy, he made an invention and he sold it through Amazon, and made decent money, had a company with staff and everything. And I think it was a tripod. And then, of course, Amazon started selling an off brand one, the exact same thing, because they have, of course, since he's selling his stuff through their store, they had all the information. So they went to the same company that makes the parts for him, and they like, make this for us but cheaper because we're Amazon. And they start to sell it cheaper, and then they start flagging his items as well in their system, so he doesn't get any hits anymore. Doesn't get shown in the search field because Amazon, having all these makers selling stuff, they have all the data. So, oh, people really like this thing. So, all right, then we would like that cake. And then they go to the supplier. We want that now. And they sell it. And the original maker is just being kicked out on, yeah, breadcrumbs and whatnot. So,
What a fun job that must be.
oh, yes.
Oh yeah, I had a friend of a friend, no, a girlfriend of a friend, who worked at some part of M- Mahjong, the ones making Minecraft. Uh, and part of her job was finding cool stuff that people have built and uploaded, and taking that and polishing it and then selling it as models in the game. And at some days she said she felt not really good about it. So yeah, there are some interesting things people do for money.
So, buy your produce locally, buy your food, buy
Or make it
your crappy
yourself.
stuff. No, don't make it yourself. That's a hassle. You have to spend a lot of money and tools, and you have to spend a lot of time building competency. And yeah, just go to your local maker and ask them if they can make you something. Just say, give them money and tell them, surprise me sometime, perhaps, maybe, no pressure, and then see what happens.
I was
Support your
expecting a dining table, but you got me some beans on toast.
yes, cold beans on toast.
Cold
Yeah.
beans on toast.
I mean, if you're hungry, what good is a dining table with no food on it?
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, maybe you can introduce some woodworm and they can eat the dining table and then they'll get nice and fat and you can eat the woodworm.
Yeah.
Circular
Woodworm
economy.
on toast.
Mm.
Should the beans be crawling around? Maybe. I don't know. I haven't tried it.
Welcome to your post-apocalyptic beans on toast. Where the beans, they're kind of wriggly.
What I mean, what if you you separate the tomato sauce, so you have just the beans, and then you through a blender, and then you have the pasta maker who makes the small screws or the small spaghetti, and then you just chop that up to small pieces and put it back again, and you can. It's just rebranding, isn't it? It's still beans, but they'll look like maggots in the red sauce.
Tasty. There's a business opportunity there.
Yeah. Make it do before Halloween, and you got some
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
I wonder if you could make tomato sauce that's green.
Green tomatoes is the thing, isn't it?
Green tomatoes is a thing. Very sour though, but
Add some sugar.
shit,
Be
load of
fine.
sugar. Yeah, it'd be fine.
Yeah, I mean, you could experiment with food coloring and give us an update in next week's episode, or maybe even in the half pint if you're quick.
In the 30 seconds between here and the half pint. Sure, I'll just go and do all those experiments for you right now.
Haven't you prepared?
No.
It wasn't in the Q notes.
Uh,
That's what you get for planning right before the episode.
Are we going to the half pint then?
I thought we already were there.
Oh, right. Okay.
It felt like it at least.
Well, that was a nice pause there for someone to cut.
Yeah, maybe you cut it there, maybe you cut it here. Who knows?
Yeah.
Find out, won't we?